Hey guys, Crafty here from Living in Beta, and today we are back with another crafting method for you to help bolster that bank balance ready for blowing on some in-game goodies. This time, the focus is on you low-level characters. I know you get increasingly frustrated that you have to be such a high level or high tech level to utilize the other methods. So in this method, we are going to look how to make a good amount of eddies early on in the game. I want to give a shout out to Moby Moriyoko, who shed some light on this in the comments on one of our other videos, and also did a lot of testing for us as well to make sure it works, so thank you to them. Now without further ado, let us get this guide rolling for you. Okay, so as I said, this crafting guide is all about making as much eddies as possible on a low level character to set you up on your new playthroughs, or set you up if you're a new player playing Cyberpunk 2077. Now for reference, I'm on a level 3 character with 4 street cred. I have got 8,918 eddies, but that's just from doing assaults in progress around the map, and as you can see, I'm only in the obviously Watson area because we're in Act 1. Now, 2 caveats you need to pay attention for this guide. Firstly, you're going to need at least 2,250 eddies, and that's to purchase the item that we're going to craft. Now, to gain that amount of eddies is unbelievably simple. You probably will already have it just by doing your general quests anyway. But if you do need to gain those eddies, just bear in mind these NCPD assaults in progress or these little side gigs will easily get you that money, if not just killing enemies you see around the map and looting and booting. Now, the second thing, you're going to need to be able to craft, right? So it means your character's going to need a tech, some tech ability, and more importantly, the ability to craft rare items, because the item we're going to be crafting is rare, and that's how we're going to get the eddies. So you obviously need to have that perk. Very simple though. You can get tech ability 5, for example, by just building your character. There's no extra numbers needed really, so at least have tech ability 5 and have this perk. Down the line at a higher level, you of course can benefit from the fact that cost optimization is there, reducing the component cost of crafting items by 15%, but that you need level 14 tech ability for that, and this is all about a guide for those who are low level, right? So let's forget that, but that is there if needed. You also get benefits from having your crafting level here up as well. Like level 3 reduces crafting cost by 5%. These little things, bear that in mind. This will go up though, and it only goes up to the max of the tech ability level that you're on, for example, but this will go up using this method anyway. Okay, now we got that through. Let's talk about where you need to be. So we need to be at the Ripper Dock you see here. Closest fast travel point being Pinewood Junction. If you haven't unlocked that already, you will of course unlock Kabuki Market after doing the quest that T-Bug sends you to the Netrunner to get yourself a free thing from the Netrunner, right? So you make your way over to the Ripper Dock, and the reason we're using this Ripper Dock is because in his loot table of things he can sell, he sells the item that we need. Now as I said, we're going to need 2,250 eddies to purchase it. We'll go to the trade window, and we're going to be looking for the crafting spec named Target Analysis, which again costs 2,250. So you will purchase that. Now I will say I've come here a couple of times and he has not had the spec here straight away. You just need to go outside and wait 24 hours and update his loot table, and then of course eventually he will have it. Now there's 2 things you can do from here. Of course you may already have the components needed to craft Target Analysis. The components themselves are only 5 common, 5 uncommon and 5 rare, coming to a total cost, just in terms of you were purchasing these components, of 110 eddies. Though you'll see here, I have an amount already just from, disassembling the items I get when I loot bodies. So I always recommend to do that anyway, and you'll gain enough components coming through. And you can, of course, craft as much as possible until you run out of components. Now, you will notice on the top right that it has a 0 eddies cost and a 0 weight. So one benefit is the fact that you can carry as much of these as possible, as humanly possible, basically as much of these as you can make, which is a positive. But the cost being 0 might throw you off. But what does that mean? Well, the cost actually isn't 0. The crafting of that Target Analysis actually gives you an item that's worth 781 eddies. So it gives you a total profit of 671. So essentially, for very little cost, you're making 681 eddies over and over and over again, and you can see where the eddies are building up, right? And as we know, drop points in the city, you know, wherever you'll be, there's obviously there'll be one over here in this weapon shop. That, of course, has 20k set eddies anyway, so you can essentially keep selling the target analysis over and over again, waiting 24 hours, and then reselling back to the drop point. Now, what happens if you haven't got enough of components? Well, as I said, there's a weapon shop over here, just down these stairs, and this weapon shop will sell all the components you need. So essentially, I would say if you're going from bare zero components on you and needing the crafting spec, you're probably going to need, let's say, 3k eddies to be safe. So you can buy a good amount of materials, and then you can obviously buy the crafting spec themselves. But as you're creating new target analyses every time, you're of course gaining this 781 eddies. So you can see here, all epic and rare components are there, but also the common and uncommon. What I would naturally do at this eddies point, because I've got 6k eddies, I would go in and just purchase all of his common, all of his uncommon, and then if I can afford it, all of his rare. I would then go outside, go into the crafting menu, of course, and then just make as much target analysis as possible until I run out of components, then go back in and sell to him, or again, sell to a drop point, right? Super simple. Yes, it's only 671 profit, but there's no carry weight. This early on, it's very, very good to be able to have something like this that makes a good profit, that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, which is the most important thing. And I think as well, there's been talk that it does scale with you, right? So I think there's even times where this could sell for nearly 2k eddies once you're at a higher level. Now, I know there's other ways. We've done other videos on the channel to make more profit than that. But this is super simple, super cheap, and super easy, right? So I do highly recommend it. So you can see here, just for reference, I now have a hell of a lot target analysis, and they all sell for 781. So yeah, super simple guide. Won't keep you here any longer. Again, I want to shout out to Moby Moriyoko for finding this. Very much appreciated. This clearly is a good way at a low level to make eddies, and you can essentially play the game how you want after that. Purchase everything you need and just enjoy the game. I know this may be slightly game breaking in terms of having this amount of money already, but hey, why not enjoy it? Especially if this is a playthrough that's, you know, your 4th or 5th, or if there's those of you out there that are enjoying Cyberpunk for the first time, use this to maybe tick you over in an easy way, right? But as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments. It'd be good to have a chat. We appreciate all the feedback we've been getting lately. Obviously, it's massively appreciated. More videos to come for us each week as always. But if you like this video, give it a like, share with your friends and family, subscribe for more content like this one, and remember, don't be a gonk.